Hi everybody, I'm Papa Kuma, a weeby therapist. Today I'm going to be reacting to the final episodes that just released for ZOM 100. Obviously, going forward, spoilers for the finale of ZOM 100. But before all that, I just wanted to do a quick reaction to my favorite scene from episode 1, and that is this one.
今日から会社行かなくてもいいんじゃね。やったー
This scene is everything to me right now. In the same way that I needed Gurren Lagann when I was a teenager, this is exactly what I needed right now as I've been working away for so many years. The cut to color, the breaking free of the letterboxing of his life, the scream, the jump, everything. And it's not that I hate my job or anything. I fucking love my job. I love being a therapist, but it is so easy to just get bogged down in everything with life. And I think for me, why I needed this scene was that it just has so much optimism and freedom to it. It was that if there is just something bad going on in your life, or if you feel stuck, there is still something you could do or some way you can move past that. And on the other side of things, it is beautiful. So I haven't gotten a chance to really talk about it, but I absolutely adore this OP. It fills me with a sense of hope and optimism that I just think that this anime is all about. And yeah, it is on my workout playlist. I think Higurashi is a really interesting character to start to introduce around now. He serves as a really great foil to who Akira is. The reason why I think he's kind of good foil for Akira in a therapeutic context too is that they kind of highlight the differences I see between someone who decides to go to therapy and someone who doesn't. Someone who takes a very similar path with all of their decisions but plays it out in a very unhealthy way versus someone who plays it out in a way that's healthy for themselves and those around them.
親父の若い頃の夢は何だった？
夢を持て、アキラ。もっとでっけえやつを。
Since I work with a lot of kids, this scene kind of gets me a lot because it's something that I reiterate to a lot of people that, you know, it's okay to have your dreams, it's okay to aim as big as you want to be because you are going to have so much time to try and fail and keep on finding something new that you want for yourself. And it's okay if it doesn't end up working out because you could always try finding something new.
やっぱお前らしぶといな。人生最後の夏休みだ。俺もお前らみたいに好きに楽しんで何が悪い。
Just emotionally, I've worked with people like this, you know. Hell, I'd even go as far as saying I've been this guy that felt like they were shunned by society, like they couldn't keep up with standards, and when everything falls to shit, instead of trying to use that as a chance to take back your life like Akira did, he decides to revel in that negativity and to kind of damn all those that he felt damned him.
まだ何にもできてねえんだ。結婚式しようにも相手すらいねえし、孫の顔見せんのなんてもっと先だ。まだ何もできてねえんだよ。墓石に布団かけたって遅いんだ。
I think this is something that resonates for me on a very personal level, but it's also something that I've seen with clients that I've worked with, just that overwhelming feeling that you aren't doing enough to pay your parents back, that you aren't living up to some standard that you're setting for yourself, but a lot of the times the answer ends up being just that, living a good life. Living a good life is how we pay them back. This guy is just super creepy. I have no really huge remarks aside from Don't be that guy.
くなったのは失望させたのはあんたの方だ。愛する努力もしねえで。
And Concho over here just spouting straight up facts about relationships. They take work, people. Don't expect them to always be so easy. Obviously recognize if you're in an unhealthy situation that isn't good for you. But if you love somebody, it's okay to feel a little bit uncomfortable if you're pushing yourself to try to make this work. They should be doing the same back for you, and relationships are a team effort. And what we're seeing with the villain is that he just wanted it to work. He just wanted it to be easy. And during the honeymoon period, yeah, it can be super easy. It just feels like everything's great and goes amazingly. But after that, it requires maintenance. You need to do stuff to keep your relationship and love alive, and just don't let it die.
俺はこんなについてないんだ。
そんな利己的で自己中な人に運が味方するはずもないわよね。
Something that I really love about the way the villains are portrayed, and what I love about ZOM 100 in general, is how it has a very positive look at existential psychology. And what I mean by that is, within existential psychology, there's this idea of self-determination and agency, right? That within every situation that we're given in life, there is always some type of choice we can make to make that situation better for ourselves. And obviously this doesn't always hold true. There are going to be situations in life that no matter what we do, it is a lose-lose for us. But the villains aren't in lose-lose situations, right? They're all in situations that they could have helped themselves in some way. And from an existential standpoint, this is kind of what can end up happening to us when we don't have any agency in our life. We end up as these kinds of hateful, spiteful people. This is basically where we would have seen Akira going if the apocalypse never happened, right? And I'm not trying to victim blame or anything. No, there are situations where really we are just a victim of the circumstances of life. But when we're presented with a situation where we're able to do something about it, if we don't try to take control, we could end up just in this non-stop spiral where we'd end up in the same spot as our lovely villains that we're seeing right now.
中学生になった頃から元々の内気な性格が顔を出して大学では自分を変えようとけれど周りから見れば夢もビジョンもないただの意識高い系のバカ
And here we kind of start to see a bit more of the tragedy of Higurashi. He's a character that tried to do everything right, but no matter what he did, it just wasn't enough to change himself. And I and many people I've worked with have been in that spot, and it hurts like hell. That no matter what you do, it just never seems to be enough. And this is where therapy, well, I'll self-disclose a little bit, but this is where therapy really helped me. It helped me get out of that spiteful, hateful spot, because sometimes you need someone there to remind you that those efforts aren't wasted, that what you're doing is enough, that you will always be enough, whether you feel like you're failing or succeeding. Doesn't make anything that Higurashi is doing okay, right? But it's a spot that we could all easily get in.
そんな時は一緒にプール行こうぜ。
We'll hang out by the pool. I love this moment a lot. I loved it when I read the manga, and I love it even more in the anime. Just something that highlights the kindness of Akira and the tragedy that is Higurashi. That he could have had everything he wanted, and he wasn't able to take that chance to get it. And even though so much has happened, Akira still offers his hand out, you know? And that is the stuff in anime that just gets me every time. And with that, the season for ZOM 100 has come to an end. If I were to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how much I think this could be therapeutic for someone going through similar issues, I'd give it a 7. Although that first episode, I would give it a 10 out of 10. If for some reason you watched this and had no concept of what ZOM 100 was, go watch that first episode. That episode alone is a masterpiece. And on its own, it is just a fantastic, optimistic, and inspirational journey of taking back your life. I even did a whole video on that. Anyways, just my own feelings on ZOM 100. It was something that I needed, but didn't really know that I needed. In today's landscape, it could be so easy to focus on everything negative going on in life, and ZOM 100 is just this beacon of optimism and trying to do positive things for yourself, and I needed that, and I think if you need something like that too, this could definitely be something that is great for you. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. I'd also appreciate a like and a subscribe. It really helps out the channel. This was my first time doing any type of react content, and I know it's weird because I'm a PNG tuber, but hopefully I can make that work. And if you'd like to see me look at or react to other anime through a psychological or therapeutic lens, let me know in the comments. Anyways, this has been Papa Kuma, and thanks for stopping by.